Hello everyone, the doctor is back in for another Transformer review. Sorry about the little break there after the BotCon reviews, but now I'm back to catching up with some of the requests that I'm way behind on. And as you can see by the title, up next is Beast Wars Inferno. So a little background on Inferno. Obviously Inferno is originally an Autobot from the G1 timeline. He is now a Predacon in the Beast Wars timeline. You could speculate that the stasis pod was originally a maximal stasis pod, and maybe he was supposed to be Inferno. Never technically heard anybody say that. Nonetheless, he became a fire ant sort of by mistake in the TV show, and he pretty much took on the personality of a fire ant immediately, defending his colony and being loyal to his kind. But I think he was a great character in the show. He brought in a lot of comic relief, and his maniacal and psychotic character was just a great addition to the TV show, at least in my opinion. Probably second to Waspinator as far as comic relief, at least on the Predacon side. So as far as the beast mode, it is very nice. My only complaint, which really isn't a complaint, it's just that it's typical with Insecticons, is that their weight can't be supported on the legs alone. The body just kind of has to sit there on the bottom because it's so heavy and the legs are so thin. But it really doesn't take away from the figure at all. It still looks very good. It still looks pretty realistic, you know, as far as a giant ant goes. And the proportions are very good. So for articulation in this mode, the two front legs and the two back legs are completely fully articulated, will bend at every joint. These two in the back here pull out and become missiles for the guns. And the two middle legs here, other than the ball joint attaching them to the body, do not bend in any other way. They don't really need to. The antenna is articulated somewhat. It can go forward or back, and it has a little gimmick here on the head. You press the lever forward here, and his pinchers do open and close. And that's where his gun is. You can put the missile in there, I guess, if you wanted to fire that. Let's get to transformation. It's fairly simple. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out his pinchers here. That's one of his weapons, and then inside that is his gun here, which is quite small compared to the one that he had on his show. That was another complaint about this figure, is everybody wanted him to have that big ass gun that he had on the TV show, but unfortunately it never happened. So we pulled those out. Let's also pull these missiles out of his feet there, and then the first thing you can do is take the abdomen and just flip it in the back, and it will kind of lock up in place there. Come back around and then pull his hips. You can put them together and they will lock together like so. And then you can straighten the legs and rotate the black part of the feet around like so. Next thing we'll do, you want to rotate this upper body 180 degrees. Then take the ant head and sort of flip it down, and also pull that panel back, and that will allow the head to pop up as you rotate it around. And then you need to obviously rotate the head 180 degrees. And then we're pretty much there. You're just going to push these legs that do come off somewhat easy sometimes, but they pop back on out of the way, and then just push these legs back out of the way and adjust the arms how you like them. We can push that panel back there. And there you have Inferno in robot mode. Now, one of the other complaints, he doesn't have hands. He's got these two claws. They have no articulation. He can't really hold the gun, so there's that port on the outside of the hand that we can put that in. Like so. And this one as well has a little post on it. You can manually open and close the pinchers, and you can attach that to the other arm. And then you can take one of his missiles and put that in, and that does fire pretty well. Now for the major gimmick of the toy, and it can be quite funny as well. Here's his little abdomen here, and you can open up these 4 panels, and he's got a little thruster back there by his butt, and he can fly. There's a little red button there, right there. If you press that button in, it will twirl around. And this is how Inferno would fly on the show. It's kind of funny in a way, but nonetheless, I think all in all, this is a pretty good figure. If you're watching this, you're probably a Beast Wars fan, so I could recommend it if you're a Beast Wars fan and if you're a fan of the show. This is a great character and a good figure to own if you're okay with the downfalls that I mentioned in the video. So I hope you enjoyed this review. This is Dr. Prime. Thanks for watching. The Doctor is out.